A lot of fun stuff coming up that we're very excited about. Did I send you anything else to talk about? Or no?
Oh, well, this was a great article, too.
Yes. I almost forgot. This is a new segment on the show. Do you remember Where Are They Now? Remember that? Where they would find stars from your favorite sitcoms and musicians, maybe one-hit wonders or people you hadn't heard from in a while? Where are they now? Well, we're doing it again. This is the Tim Dillon Show. Where are they now? This is from the New York Times. They were Guantanamo's first detainees. Here's where they are now. I hope one of them's a music manager and working with Demi Lovato. Let's see. Let's go to where they are now.
Oh, man.
Just 2 of the men are still at Guantanamo. All right, that's depressing. Let's get rid of that. I want to know, where are they now? Who's improved? Do they tell us?
Not really.
They don't tell us.
One guy they accidentally released, and he's like the leader of the Taliban now.
Why wouldn't he be? Here's where they are now. They're plotting against our country for good reason. Here's where they are now. They're doing all the things we thought they were doing before that they probably weren't even doing. Do they not give us an update on anybody? Is there not one success story? Is there not one person we tortured mercilessly for a decade based on dubious intelligence that came out and now runs a weed startup? Is there none of that going on? Is there not one Bitcoin entrepreneur? Nobody's big in crypto? There's not one of these guys who launched an energy drink when he was laying there being tortured going, I wish I had more energy, but they won't let me eat my food and they keep waking me up every few hours, which Bush assured us was necessary. And man, I'd love to have an energy drink right now. So he came up with an energy drink. Is he having a problem getting the first round of funding? Is the seed capital the issue? Ben Saul, a law school professor in Sydney, Australia, who in 2016 helped Mr. Hicks, a guy named David Hicks. Is he the Australian convert to Islam?
They went to Australia.
He said he's working in landscape gardening and had ongoing physical and mental health issues as a result of his treatment by the U.S. before and at Gitmo. I mean, hey, man, when George Washington said we should not torture the British, what a cuck. You know what I mean? What a cock. I think it's a great idea that we started a labyrinth of underground torture prisons where we just rounded up people that may or may not have been a terrorist, whatever that means, and tortured them mercilessly, many of them like teenagers in their late teens, and tortured them mercilessly for years. President Bush, instead of being painting, should be in jail right now. He should literally be in jail. If it was a functioning democracy, which we know it's not, he would be in prison. He would be in jail for this. Dick Cheney would be in jail. Donald Rumsfeld would be in jail. But of course, it's not. And the barbecue in Kansas City sucks. So what's the point? It sucks because it's like TGI Fridays. It's that sweet whiskey glazed sauce. I don't want to start shitting on specific restaurants. Right. I'm not trying to hurt anybody making a living. Right. I'm just saying this. Austin's the king of barbecue. I hoped in that article they were going to tell us that a few of the people at Guantanamo Bay who we waterboarded were now running a taco truck in Austin. I mean, it's amazing. Remember that when that came out? Everyone's like, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy theory. These people talk less about discrimination than like almost anyone, by the way. People that, you know where they should be? On SNL. They should be on Saturday Night Live doing sketches, doing bits, because this was one of the most disgraceful periods of our country's history. And we were all sold it by 24 and Jack Bauer because there was a ticking time bomb. Well, what happens when there's a ticking time bomb? I don't know, like a memo saying that bin Laden was going to strike and that they were going to use planes and that you had all the intelligence. You had it at the Kuala Lumpur meeting with Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and NORAD, and the jets ended up being somewhere else and the this and the that. You mean one of those ticking time bombs? One of those? Oh. I don't know. Tick, tick, tick. But that's a great news segment for the show. Where are they now? And I think this is just the beginning. I think the Guantanamo inmates are just the beginning, I hope. I hope that America can really embrace a lot of the good that we've done. Where are they now? Where are the kids whose soccer games in Pakistan we bombed? Where are they now? Tell us where they are now. Where are they now? How about the people in Yemen who we've starved to death because we keep giving Saudi Arabia money? Where are they now? But we don't like to talk about this on SNL because it's depressing. All right, you want me to write some jokes about imperialism? Put me in, coach. All right, you bitter two. You want me to go on there? I'll tell you what's happening. But yeah, I mean, where are they now?
I didn't realize there was like 800 people that have gone through Guantanamo.
And they're out now. Yeah. Well, Guantanamo is just this great idea, where we would bring people that aren't guilty of anything, a lot of them, literally many of them, and then torture them, giving both by the way, there was some documentary where like a Guantanamo guard, I think he converted to Islam and became friends with like one of the dudes.
Oh, really?
There's some documentary about that. That's how you know what you're doing as a country is working. That's how you know you're doing it's good. When your guards are starting to convert to Islam because they feel so bad about torturing these people. That's how you know it's a great move. It's a good move. And then Bush is painting up people in hijabs, talking about how much he loves immigrants. Everyone talks about how bad Trump was because he, tweeted something mean at Megyn Kelly. That makes a lot of sense. Is this them? Where are they now? Are they protesting the closure of the Echo Park homeless encampment? After an initial period of confinement, they now live with their families in housing provided by the Qataris. They can move freely around the cosmopolitan capital. The women shop at local markets. The children study in a Pakistani-run school, but need the blessing of their host country as well as the United States and destination to travel abroad.
So they're on like house arrest kind of?
The Trump administration transferred only one detainee, an admitted al-Qaeda terrorist who was sent to his native Saudi Arabia to complete a military commission prison sentence under a plea agreement negotiated during the Obama administration. Among the 30 Yemeni prisoners taken in by the oil state of Oman were blank, blank, blank. He found work at a factory, married, and is now father to 2 children. I meant how many people we just tortured to death there. Like God only knows. And by the way, Guantanamo was the one we knew about. There was all these black sites we didn't know about where people were just getting tortured to death. Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. That's the government we all know and love. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I get it. We need a military. We can't have terrorists running around. But also, this doesn't seem to be the most effective way to do it. To bring in a bunch of people, torture them, and send them back into their countries of origin to then come back and attack us now with a reason. You know what I mean? Mm. It's like, let's give them a reason, Yeah, 9/11, now we're going to give you a reason. We'll give you a real reason to do another one. Yeah. Oh, listen to this. Abd al-Malik, a Yemeni, was sent to resettle in a peaceful nation, Montenegro. He received a government stipend for a time after his release in 2016, but that ran out. He tried to raise funds by selling artwork he made at Guantanamo. NFT! But made his last sale last year. And as ambition to work as a driver and guide there never materialized as the tourism-dependent economy tanked. That's sad. He wanted to be a guy like a tour guide in Montenegro. It's sad. Like, imagine him, like he's a tour guide in Montenegro. He's like, it's beautiful here. He's like, and I should know the places I've been. I mean, he's just doing, 4 of those first 20 men, all released by the Bush administration, could not be found. They're dead, or we killed them, or they're doing things that will lead to problems, perhaps. But, all right, that's depressing enough. I just like to catch up on them. Where are they now? I wanted more success stories, and I'm sure that there are more success stories. I think we're just probably looking at the negative side of the picture. I'm sure there's a lot of people that rebounded from that in a big way and are using what they learned to build a brand. And I hope they're all building brands. That's the question. We should have Gary Vaynerchuk talk to people that were tortured at Gitmo and teach them how to build brands. What a great clubhouse room. Gary V tells you how to build a brand when you wake up every 2 hours screaming.